bombshell accusation against JayZ, a woman claiming the hip-hop mogul joined Sean Diddy Combs in her when she was just 13 years old.
A civil lawsuit alleges rapper JayZ a 13-year-old girl back in 2000.
RKelly, have you maintained any type of contact with RKelly since?
We spoke, like, you know what I'm saying, we spoke a couple times, but I don't really want to be like, I know he's getting calls from everywhere.
What told me as far as like JayZ with them.
Sean Carter settled Jane Doe, who was 13 at the time, at an after-party 2000 Video Music Awards. Doe alleges she felt woozy after consuming a drink, then wandered into a bedroom where Carter her first.
RKelly has reportedly turned jailhouse informant, and his latest bombshell involves none other than hip-hop royalty, JayZ.
He wanted revenge, and that was his revenge to fund the Surviving RKelly documentary, and that fucked RKelly life and got him locked up.
From backstage scandals to high-profile business dealings, Kelly is reportedly pulling no punches, laying it all out in a desperate bid for early release.
Well, it could, because I got faith that RKelly gonna get out now. You know, his appeal is in. He got the same attorney that got Bill Cosby out.
Could this explosive testimony drag JayZ into the legal spotlight? Or is this just a strategic play by a man with nothing left to lose? Let's find out. It all started when recently a lawsuit was filed against JayZ. A lawsuit filed by Jane Doe alleges that two prominent music figures engaged in inappropriate actions involving a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards, casting a troubling shadow over the event's legacy.
The lawsuit was originally filed against Sean Diddy Combs back in October, then refiled on Sunday to add JayZ, whose real name is Sean Carter.
The complaint states that Jane Doe was lured to the after-party by a limousine driver who claimed to work for Diddy. The driver reportedly told her that the hip-hop mogul liked younger girls, a chilling statement that casts an ominous light on his public image. Upon arrival, she was asked to sign a non-disclosure agreement and handed a drink she believes was drugged. The plaintiff alleges that Combs approached her with a crazed look in his eyes and said, "You are ready to party," before throwing her against a wall and then threw her on the bed. JayZ is accused of removing her clothes and R-ing her while Combs and the female celebrity watched. After Carter finished, Combs allegedly R-ed her as well. Jane Doe is seeking unspecified damages, and her attorney, Tony Busby, has announced that he represents over 100 people accusing Combs of misconduct.
The plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, says she was assaulted by both men at a Video Music Awards after-party.
On December 8th, an amended complaint was filed, sparking a strong public response from JayZ, who vehemently denied the allegations and called them heinous. He expressed deep concern about the impact on his family, stating, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at an age where her friends will likely see the press and ask questions about these claims. We'll have to explain the cruelty and greed behind such accusations. I mourn yet another loss of innocence." JayZ's attorney, Alex Spiro, also weighed in, defending his client's right to confront the accuser. Mr. Carter deserves to know the identity of the person who is effectively accusing him, in a sensationalized, publicity-driven manner, of criminal conduct, while seeking massive financial compensation and tarnishing a reputation built over decades. According to the claims in the lawsuit, the allegations outline a disturbing series of events, with Jane Doe accusing both Diddy and JayZ of exploiting her, while a female celebrity allegedly stood by and watched. Now, RKelly found the occasion, and that's why he might be talking about him. Recent updates in the RKelly case have brought to light some startling revelations. Leaked audio recordings suggest that one of his victims was coerced into providing false testimony during the trial, leading to potential complications for JayZ. These disclosures shed light on instances where JayZ had reportedly supported RKelly in various serious matters. However, the situation is now taking a turn, as JayZ is facing significant allegations.
Because I'm doing my own thing and he's doing his own thing, it's just not like our agenda. I don't know, and again, there's things, and I don't want to get into it, that morally I can't be a part of.
It is being said that in RKelly's trial that some of his victims were forced to do wrong testimony against him, which proves that the court is not being fair with RKelly. It was revealed in a leaked audio in which alleged Fed informant says that he flipped RKelly's witness.
Know about the time that you spent all 3 times. The middle is me. So it's real when she was here. Gave her all of the information. I got the
The provided audio was sent by Sharon Winbush, a former employee of RKelly. She claims that the individual heard in the clip is a federal informant who, according to her allegations, coerced a witness to lie about her actual relationship with RKelly as part of an elaborate scheme to undermine his defense.
She made the decisions. She made the decisions on her own, and it was not easy. It was days and days and days of crime. It was hours and hours and hours of footage.
Regarding this, Kelly also initiated an appeal in New York, holding the belief that he has a chance to overturn his recent conviction. The singer's legal team contended that the government failed to present sufficient evidence leading to his 30-year prison sentence. After that, his attorney, Jennifer Bonjean, formally submitted the appeal.
And in my mind, a miscarriage of justice occurs when the government oversteps, when they overreach, when they violate someone's constitutional right to a fair trial.
A growing number of fans started rallying behind the call to reopen the investigation, with an unwavering commitment to ensure that Aaliyah receives the justice she rightfully deserves.
No name, I won't name. It's up.
No, you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying?
Jaguar Wright's perspective on Aaliyah's tragic passing adds another layer of intrigue to the ongoing discourse. According to her, at the time of Aaliyah's untimely death, Beyoncé's solo career was facing challenges, and she needed a breakthrough moment to catapult her to superstardom. Aaliyah's unfortunate demise seemingly provided that much-needed boost, ultimately leading Beyoncé to earn her title as the Queen of Many Hearts. As Aaliyah's memory continues to fade, it raises the question of how long we will allow the same individuals to benefit from recurring tragedies. Some argue that accountability for any potential wrongdoing is long overdue. Even fans are applauding Jaguar for her outspoken stance in defense of their beloved songstress, suggesting that it's time for justice to prevail in the name of Aaliyah. Aaliyah's tragic death left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry and stirred profound grief among her global fan base. However, in the wake of her passing, a tide of rumors and conspiracy theories began to surface, making it increasingly challenging to distinguish fact from fiction. These theories range from speculations about the pilot's identity to far-fetched allegations of the Illuminati's involvement in her death to pave the way for Beyoncé's ascent to stardom. I remember when Aaliyah passed away, I was really upset, journalist Iandoli says. The story kept saying that she was adamant about getting on the plane. I was almost upset with her. Why did you want to get on that plane so badly? I remember wrestling with this, being like, well, she wanted to get back to Damon Dash. She wanted to be with her team, and who wouldn't want their stuff with them? The question often arises, why Beyoncé? Aaliyah and Beyoncé, both emerging from R&B backgrounds with burgeoning acting careers, were perceived as pursuing the same dream, setting the stage for a supposed rivalry. As the theory goes, the Illuminati favored Beyoncé to carry forward their legacy because Aaliyah was purportedly seeking to break free from it.
This is Beyoncé on the red carpet with one of the hottest female artists out here. Miss Aaliyah, how you doing, girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous.
Beyoncé's fans are now spread across the globe, and she has reached the pinnacle of the industry. However, the notion that her success may have come at the expense of Aaliyah's dreams lingers in the minds of some. Aaliyah's unique style and sound continue to influence female artists, and there's a belief that Beyoncé may have aspired to emulate her. While numerous conspiracy theories surround Aaliyah's untimely death, many believe that there are still unanswered questions, and the case should be revisited. The idea that such a beloved celebrity met her end in a mere accident doesn't sit well with many. A call for justice for Aaliyah has gained momentum, with a demand that those involved behind the scenes should be held accountable for their actions.
Pilot, who we'll talk about in a minute, recommended that only 7 people fly with Aaliyah, or a total of 7 people in the party. She happened to have 8 in her party.
During a recent interview, Damon Dash, a former confidant of JayZ, shared some surprising insights into JayZ's prior involvement with Aaliyah. Dash suggested that JayZ's intentions towards Aaliyah may have been dubious from the outset. Furthermore, he made the shocking claim that JayZ had a hand in Aaliyah's association with RKelly.
Is he bitter?
Obviously. Yeah, he felt the way.
The concern and tension between Damon Dash and JayZ regarding R. Kelly stem from a disturbing episode involving Aaliyah. R. Kelly's actions came under scrutiny, especially with the recent release of the Lifetime documentary, Surviving R. Kelly. This documentary sheds light on R. Kelly's alleged marriage to an underage Aaliyah in 1994, which followed his pursuit of a S relationship with her and purportedly impregnating her.
Everybody was getting at Aaliyah, bro. Right. She was like, you know, she'll go to dinner with a but she wasn't going to just be smashing. So that was like the big deal.
And now Dame Dash is publicly criticizing JayZ for his prior collaborations with R. Kelly on their joint albums, The Best of Both Worlds in 2002 and its sequel Unfinished Business in 2004. During an appearance on the That's F Up podcast, the co-founder of RKelly Records reflected on JayZ's working relationship with R. Kelly. Notably, R. Kelly had married a 15-year-old Aaliyah in 1994 when he was 27 years old. Dame Dash, who had a relationship with Aaliyah approximately a year before her tragic passing in 2001, expressed his disapproval of JayZ's decision to collaborate with R. Kelly. "I just couldn't believe he did a project with R. Kelly knowing that he'd R my girl," Dash shared. "I was like, just don't put my name on that. I don't want no money from that. If it is, put it to Aaliyah Foundation." Like, they did this twice, Dame added, referring to Jay and Kelly's second collab project. Aaliyah. JayZ was also involved. Aaliyah tragically passed away at the young age of 22 in 2001 due to a plane crash that occurred while she was leaving the Bahamas. At the time, she was in the midst of shooting the music video for Rock the Boat on the island. The crash, which took the lives of Aaliyah and 8 other passengers, was attributed to the aircraft being overloaded.
Out of the Bahamas tonight, authorities have confirmed that R&B singer and actress Aaliyah is among 8 people killed in a plane crash.
In the years that have followed her untimely death, Aaliyah's music has continued to resonate with audiences and garner support from fans worldwide. Aaliyah's remarkable achievements in her career include 3 American Music Awards, 2 MTV Video Music Awards VMAs, and 5 Grammy nominations.
Yo, this is a shot. This is a big shot. I just started filming Anne Rice's Queen of the Damned in Australia, and my brother...
Anyways, the former backup singer for R. Kelly even attested to witnessing a then 27-year-old Kelly engaging in S activity with the then 15-year-old Aaliyah on a tour bus. This revelation has rekindled the controversy and shed new light on the troubled dynamics within RKelly and between its co-founders, Damon Dash and JayZ.
Think you would have married her one day?
Yeah.
As you hear all this other stuff in the news with R. Kelly, how does that make you feel about him?
We talked about it.
For an extended period, the prevailing narrative surrounding R. Kelly and Aaliyah took a different and deeply troubling shape. Instead of highlighting the nature of their relationship, it was often framed as a romantic love story.
What is the deal with you and R. Kelly? Are you all married or not? No, I'm not married. Robert's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. He's a great producer, great artist who I do admire.
Official records reveal that Aaliyah and Kelly were married in an unlawful ceremony in 1994 when Aaliyah was a mere 15 years old while Kelly was 27. This controversial union was swiftly annulled, with both parties vehemently denying its existence.
And there's nothing there at all.
However, in the aftermath of Aaliyah's tragic death in 2001, accounts from her friends, family, and former boyfriends began to surface, painting a grim picture of the alleged A she endured at the hands of R. Kelly. Furthermore, with the emergence of news about Kelly's sustained A relationships and the exposure of his purported S cult in 2017 during the Me Too movement, discussions surrounding what transpired between him and Aaliyah have now ignited a widespread moral outrage that was conspicuously absent just a few years ago. Theirs wasn't a love story that defied age, writes journalist Kathy Iandoli in her 2021 biography Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah. It was a tragedy that Aaliyah endured and somehow moved past to become an icon in her own right without him. Even back in 1994, it should have been glaringly evident that the significant age difference and power dynamics between Aaliyah and Kelly posed a serious risk to her well-being. Aaliyah, just 15 years old and a minor, was under the professional guidance of Kelly, who was 27 at the time. Any romantic involvement between them would likely have been detrimental to Aaliyah. The burden of responsibility for such a relationship clearly rested with the adult in the equation, which was R. Kelly.
Aaliyah, you was 15 when you began to sing.
Well, that's when the first album came out.
But later it was revealed that it was actually JayZ who got in a relationship with Aaliyah. And now all that aggression by RKelly makes sense, right? Not only this, it is also believed that JayZ also lured his own wife. Beyoncé and JayZ's relationship has been the subject of speculation since the early 2000s, with fans and critics alike questioning the true timeline of their romance. Officially, both have stated they began dating around 2002 when Beyoncé was 20 years old. However, rumors have persisted for years that their relationship may have started much earlier, when Beyoncé was just 16 and JayZ was 28. The controversy surrounding their timeline intensified when Beyoncé and JayZ collaborated on the 2002 hit 03 Bonnie and Clyde. At the time, Beyoncé had just turned 18, and their chemistry in the song and music video raised eyebrows. While the collaboration was framed as strictly professional, behind-the-scenes whispers suggested otherwise. Some insiders claim that their relationship began during the late 90s when Beyoncé was still a teenager rising to stardom with Destiny's Child. That's not the end for the allegations surrounding the couple. Foxy Brown, actual name Inga Marchand, has confessed that her ticket to rap stardom came at a cost, and it all happened while she was young. There are rumors that she claims JayZ, then 27, took her V-card when she was just 15 years old, and that Hova, who as the story goes, has a horse-like you-know-what, funded her shopping trips and pampering at hair and nail salons while she was still in high school, all to get into bed with her.
In the beginning, we'd jump in the van, we'd go to Maryland, we'd go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
There are additional claims circulating suggesting that JayZ may have a preference for relationships with transgender individuals. According to these assertions, Foxy Brown mentioned that she became aware of this after an individual from that community began contacting and harassing her following her alleged involvement with JayZ, a situation that was further complicated by an alleged health concern.
I think about what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think about what I'm gonna do.
Allegedly, a series of astonishing revelations has emerged from Foxy Brown, suggesting that JayZ's personal life is far from conventional. According to these claims, a particular session involving JayZ and Foxy Brown was purportedly recorded on video, and it was anything but private. The sensational twist in this story comes with the alleged presence of another high-profile figure, Jamie Foxx, known for his role as Wanda on the iconic sketch comedy show In Living Color.
This was allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyoncé.
Foxy Brown's narrative takes a darker turn when she purportedly discloses that JayZ compelled her to sign multiple non-disclosure agreements or gag orders linked to an intimate encounter involving all three of them, herself, Jamie Foxx, and JayZ. It's suggested that this encounter was, in fact, a threesome.
But if you gonna be mad at RKelly, you got to be mad at JayZ. Foxy Brown said JayZ was putting that harsh on her when she was 15, 16. She said, man.
The plot thickens as the alleged videotape of this rendezvous mysteriously vanishes from her home shortly after the incident. Foxy Brown strongly believes that JayZ may have played a role in the disappearance of this tape, casting doubt on his involvement in the alleged theft. Was I shocked when Jay said the line in Picasso Baby? Yes, because we've talked about that. We have a history that supersedes music, Foxy said on Rap Fix. I think he began to feel the pressure because people were saying my age, the age thing, 15, 14, and after a while, that gets to a person. The Jay I know, the Sean I know, never comes out of character. However, the story goes even further. Beyond these astounding claims, there are suggestions that Foxy Brown hinted at another intriguing facet of JayZ's life. She allegedly implied a deeper connection between JayZ and NBA player Larry Johnson, implying that their relationship might have been more than just casual friendship. The fact that JayZ once shared an apartment with Johnson, who had prior ties to Rocawear, lends some credibility to her insinuations. She said, "The atrociousness of this story sickened me to my stomach. Any and everyone involved will be contacted by my attorney. In all my years in the music industry, these are the most disgusting and disrespectful allegations I've ever experienced. This fictitious story, with no audio, visual, or written interview, clearly..." In her supposed candid recollection of her experiences with JayZ, Foxy Brown appeared to hold nothing back, particularly when it came to expressing her feelings about Beyoncé. Her sentiments towards the global superstar were far from complimentary. Foxy Brown left no room for ambiguity in her candid remarks about Beyoncé. She allegedly claimed that Beyoncé had also contracted an infection from JayZ, which, if true, would be deeply distressing. These allegations paint a picture of Foxy Brown as a victim on multiple fronts. She reportedly suffered not only from an infection, but also from a traumatic experience in her childhood. The mention of RKelly, who faced accusations of Child M in connection with JayZ, underscores the gravity of the situation. If these allegations hold any truth, it appears that JayZ may have allegedly started grooming Foxy at an early age, adding a distressing layer to this complex narrative. As with any such claims, it's crucial to approach them with skepticism and await any verified evidence or statements from involved parties.
This is normal behavior in the black culture. You remember, don't make me bring up Belly. DMX getting his dick stuck in the car. What no black people mad at that shit?
You see, the connection between JayZ and Foxy Brown commenced with Foxy's involvement in LL Cool J's I Shot Ya remix when she was just around 14 or 15 years old. As Brown ventured further into the music world, she found herself collaborating with numerous prominent artists, but none were as noteworthy as her recurring collaborator and co-writer, JayZ. Their debut major duet, Ain't No N, was a track featured on the soundtrack for the film The Nutty Professor, released in 1996, although it had been recorded back in 1994. This track began with JayZ's self-assured lyrics, which opened with a provocative nod to Foxy Brown. Fox Brown. Yeah, JayZ what? I keep it fresher than the next buy. No need for you to ever sweat the next bee. With speed I make the best bee see the exit indeed. He continued. You gotta know you're thoroughly respected by me. You get the keys to the Lexus with no driver. You got your own 96 something to ride, and keep your tied up in Versace. That's why. The chorus of the song unfolded into a mesmerizing duet between Foxy Brown and JayZ, igniting more curiosity about their relationship. Ain't no Ann like the one I got. No one can F you better. Sleeps around, but he gives me a lot. Keeps you in diamonds and leathers. Friends will tell me I should leave you alone. Tell the freaks to find a man of their own, man of their own, man of their own. The issue of Foxy Brown's age during the release of the song in 1996 remains contentious, yet official records indicate that all pre-mixed recordings, including vocals, had been completed by 1994, when Brown was approximately 14 or 15 years old. Her debut album, Il Na Na, was unleashed when she was just 17, and it featured no less than 5 co-writing credits with JayZ. One track on the album, Il Na Na, bore a significant imprint of JayZ's influence, hinting at something deeper in their relationship. Things were getting a bit spicy, you might say. Screaming my name on record straight out. Maybe I'll answer back when you reach 100,000. Many people were left wondering if their connection was merely a friendship or if there was more to it than met the eye. Why did they maintain silence on the subject? Well, one fact that must be considered is Foxy Brown's age when she initially crossed paths with JayZ. It is alleged that she was just 15 years old when they first encountered each other, whereas JayZ was 27 at that time. She said, Beyonce, his wife, has always been gracious and sweet to me. I will not let any undercover hater create discord and disrespect my name and reputation. This disrespect will not be tolerated. This is where things start to get rather peculiar. Foxy would later sign a contract with Def Jam, and only afterward did allegations surface suggesting a romantic liaison between her and Jay. Once again, Foxy vehemently denied these claims, insisting that her connection with Jay was rooted solely in their shared passion for music. Nevertheless, the circumstances surrounding a 27-year-old man's friendship with a 15-year-old girl undoubtedly raise eyebrows.
When we get a little more intricate with it, we go for distribution and things like that. That's when I want to see.
Then in 2005, when Rihanna released her song Pon de Replay, it quickly caught the attention of JayZ, who had recently taken on the role of CEO and president of Def Jam Records. According to Rihanna, this was a pivotal moment and one of the best things that happened to her at that time.
Working with Jay and having a collaboration with him is just one of those things that everyone dreams to do in their musical career.
Then trouble ensued when JayZ allegedly began making advances towards Rihanna and had an affair with her. Rihanna's publicist also claimed that they fabricated a rumor to boost Rihanna's career, as mentioned in an email. It was all a publicity stunt, Jonathan said. I was desperate at the time because I wanted to have a hit record. He also admitted his decision could be considered reckless as it might put Rihanna in danger. I agree, we were young and stupid. Although it was later denied, the rumors were already spread. So it seems like it's an end for JayZ as well, just like Diddy. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.